Hey there, so this video is going to be titled Kundalini is like a river. And I'm just going to give a little analogy of sorts, just something that I sort of came up with on my own to understand Kundalini energy a little bit better, just a kind of a basic way to understand what the basic concept is as far as Kundalini energy. So imagine that you have a river, big river flowing down like a valley or whatever, and you have a your house that's right near this river, and there's a channel that goes from the river underneath your house and then reconnects back with the river. And your house is powered by water. You have a whole hydroelectric system set up, and your lights and your washing machine and the plumbing system, of course, taps into this water. So your whole house runs on the water from this river. The problem is that the flow of water in this channel has been diminished because it's gotten backed up. There's all kinds of stumps and dirt and rocks and stuff have blocked up the flow of this water, and so you have this house that runs on this water, but there isn't a full flow of this water going through it, and so things in your house don't quite work properly. Maybe the lights only kind of work halfway. Some of them work, some of them don't, or they just aren't all that bright. There are things in your house that you could use if you had the full force of this water, but they just don't work at all. So you just get by without them. And maybe the analogy is getting obvious here. So this house is you. This is your physical body, and the river is the cosmic flow of energy of the universe. And this channel going from the river under your house, that is basically the Kundalini channel, the Kundalini energy, in which you are tapping into this powerful force of energy. So the basic concept to keep in mind with this is that, for one thing, most of humanity is running at partial capacity, and that we aren't tapping into the force of the universe, the energy that is all around us, in our full potential as we could be. And so we are basically kind of getting by with what we can, without fully being in our potential, being the higher selves that we can be, because we aren't tapped into this energy. And so kind of what happens with Kundalini awakening is that in the course of the spiritual path, as you're going along doing yoga, meditation, maybe emotional release, and these various things that basically clear out your channels, then at some point, imagine yourself sort of digging away at a dam, and then all of a sudden you hit a point where just everything kind of collapses away, and this water just comes, this force of water just comes rushing in. That's kind of what Kundalini awakening is. It isn't as if you're completely blocked off to this Kundalini energy, the force of the universe, and then all of a sudden it's flowing. This energy, there's a trickle of it, at least, flowing through us, powering us, connecting us with the energy that makes us alive and allows us to live our lives. Because this force of energy, this is the life force energy. This is, we have to be tapped into it in some way, just to be here. But what happens with Kundalini awakening is you tap into the full force of this. All of a sudden, this water, this energy, the water being the analogy for it, comes rushing in, and all of a sudden you're hit with the full intensity of the universal life force energy, and this can be very overwhelming if you're not normally tapped into it. And then, just continuing with the analogy a little bit, then imagine that suddenly you have this full force of the water flowing under your house, and but the problem is that all of the machines in your house have been neglected for so long that they're falling apart, they're decrepit, they're not quite set up properly to tap into this energy. Now that you have the full force of this water flowing through this channel into your house, and so the Kundalini symptoms and everything can be analogous to basically you having to reorganize your whole physical self, your psyche and your physical body, your nervous system and everything, in order to be able to fully make use of this force of energy that's now rushing through you. So that's just one way to understand Kundalini energy. I think the most important point to take away from it is simply that it is about tapping into the flow of energy that is all around us. It isn't as if it's something, we're a separate being and there's this Kundalini energy in us somewhere that we're trying to awaken. It's that we're tapping into the energy of the universe, and that there is a cyclical or a circular aspect to it, and that the energy comes from the universe, flows through us, and then flows back to the universe, so that you have energy flowing. It's not as if we just receive this energy and then it hits us. It's that it's meant to be flowing through us, just this constant flow of energy, so that we're just tapped into this life force energy. So there you go, one way of looking at it. Thanks.